And good morning. I'm up at Piute Pass. It's about 23 miles north of the town of Bishop. So I elected to get a ride up here this morning from a trail angel by the name of Jago. Great guy. Does this out of the kindness of his heart. No charge whatsoever. Just drove me up here and dropped me off at the trailhead. And that's the way this system works. That's the way this community works. It's really cool. Very good guy, very intelligent guy. Dropped me off the trail this morning. I elected to come up here to Piute Pass for a couple reasons. Instead of backtracking up Bishop Pass and hitting the PCT there, I decided to come up here because there's an official closure on the PCT. There's a bridge out just north of where we got off at Bishop Pass the other day, and they really don't want you kind of going through the area. Although I'm going to tell you, I think a lot of the hikers still are. There's an alternative route called the Skirka route that takes you up a 800-foot straight up alternative route, and then there's a scramble going down. Early reads on the scramble going down, they said it was pretty treacherous. PCT didn't want you doing that. I think that's probably a little blown out of proportion, is my guess. I think most people are not having too much of an issue with it. I elected not to go that direction for a couple reasons. First off, as you guys all know, well documented, I've had some shin splint issues, and the other day I rolled my ankle, and actually I think it was a kind of a minor sprain. I've been kind of hobbling around it a little bit, so I just didn't think a rock scramble coming all the way down would be good for the Sandman and my body. I got to think about the big picture here, and that's getting up to Washington State and completing this trail. Um, so that factored into it. And another factor, and I'm just gonna be completely candid, the trail fam and I have been hiking together for about 4 weeks now. Great people. I have nothing negative to say, but I think when you hike with people for 4 weeks, you start to grow tired of each other, and kind of get on each other's nerves. And I think maybe I was starting to get on their nerves a little bit. So I respect that, and I appreciate the guys and everything they've done for me. Great people. I am bound to run into them again. They're only about a day and a half behind me, so we'll probably all meet up in Mammoth, and I think that's kind of the plan anywhere, or VVR. That said, Shoeless and Longstrides left yesterday evening. They, along with Nick, or Cliffhanger is his trail name now, and Eva, they all left last night going back up Bishop Path. They are going to do the Skirka workaround. And then the Netherland gang, they took off last night. They're doing the same trail I'm doing today, but they're about a day ahead of me. So I'm hiking solo today. I'm sure that I'm going to meet other people along the way, but it's a good opportunity for me to hike my hike. So far, like I said, just at the trailhead this morning, but it is beautiful here. I think I made the right decision on this one. Looking forward. I don't know how many miles I'm going to do today. We'll figure that out as we go along. I've got a couple camp spots mapped out. One at maybe 12 and a half miles, the other one at 18. I don't think I'm going to start out at 18 miles, but who knows? We'll see how it all goes today. So look forward to seeing you all on trail. Let's do this. And my first river crossing. At least I don't have to get the feet wet, hopefully, right? Success. Always off to a good start when you get across the stream without getting your feet wet first thing in the morning. As a quick update on the town of Bishop, since I didn't do a whole lot of recording during those days, just because I figure YouTube video watching the Sandman grocery shop do his laundry and eat a lot of town food is probably pretty boring. But that's exactly what I did. And did a lot of eating. And one of my favorite places in Bishop to eat, if you guys ever end up in Bishop, California, the brewery there is to die for. Their food is fabulous and their beer is damn good. So highly recommend that. I shared a room with the guys last night, as I mentioned, or the last 2 days. They left last night. Yeah, and while I was in town, I learned a good friend of mine up in Washington State, guy who I have a lot of respect for. Has been a friend of mine for many years. He lost his dad, so I'm not going to name names here, just for privacy and confidentiality and respect to the family. But Just want to throw a shout out to him and his family. My thoughts are with you guys. I know how hard it is to lose a family member. And I think, he remembers the time where I lost my dad and how hard that was. So shout out to you, bud. And my thoughts are with you. Today we'll run trail. Town of Bishop, same old place, but highly recommend it, guys. If you're hiking the PCT, obviously it's a couple ways down. We went into it twice, and I'd recommend going into it twice. It was good. So that said, looking forward for VVR and Mammoth, and then I got a couple friends from Washington State that are going to come down and join me in the Yosemite area. We're still trying to dial that in, but looking forward to seeing them the first week of July. See y'all on trail. To a local couple that have been up here for the last 3 days, doing a little backpacking, camping, and fishing, and it just makes me think how much I kind of missed going out and throwing a line. They were up here, threw up tent, and they were doing some fishing, catching some brook trout and some golden trout. And I thought, God, how cool is that? I can't wait to get back to my new home in Tennessee, get up on the Ocoee River, and do some fishing. I know it's real popular out in that area. Talked to a couple of my neighbors that do a lot of fishing out there too. So looking forward to getting back and adding that back to my life. I do a lot of cycling and obviously a lot of hiking, but I haven't done a lot of fishing in several years. It just sounds like fun. Even a 2-day backpacking trip where you can throw out a lure and just kick back and have a cup of coffee, and who gives a crap if you catch anything, right? So looking forward to that. See you on trail. Isn't that something? Beautiful. All right. So earlier this afternoon, I was walking the trail and I ran into Melvin from Germany.
Oh yeah.
Great day today. Good individual. Very positive. Smart. Into the same things I am. He's into real estate. He's into computers, and this guy has had a very adventurous life, just in his 35 years of age. So
yeah,
really enjoyed spending time with you today, man.
I did too.
Awesome.
It's really a pleasure.
Yep. So best day on trail in several weeks. So
oh yeah,
we will see you all on trail tomorrow.
Definitely.